YSL clutch back, boss niggas love that my weave real long. Do my squats so that ass fat. Love my attitude, so he call me little brat. He love me long time.
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Paris. I'm Paris the Connoisseur. And today I guess we're going to be doing a little tea time. I'm going to give you a story about my struggles with trying to obtain this wig. Look, let me clarify this too. Yes, I know how to make wigs, and usually I do make my own wigs. I just didn't feel like making it today because this wig is for me. Well, not today, but you know, you get the point. I didn't feel like sewing a wig for myself, so I was like, let me just buy one, right? So I opted to buy one. We're gonna be, you know, making it interesting, doing some little Dollar Tree dye, you know, box dye on this wig. So to start off, we're going to explain. I ordered this wig from AliExpress, right? So I ordered it, and I was under the impression that in my mind I thought, like, because usually when I buy hair, it takes about 4 days to get to me. They either use like FedEx or something like that, right? So I'm thinking it's gonna take 4 days, but then like 4 days passes and they still didn't ship the wig. Okay, so my perception of time is a little off, but I ordered the wig on the 21st and then they still didn't ship it, so I asked on the 23rd about it. I asked them about it, and yes, I lied, and I was like, hey, can you ship this quickly or something, or will you ship my item because this is for a client? Once again, perception of time is a little off, so my bad. It wasn't exactly a week, but you get the point. Because, you know, I do hair, so like I've just made someone else's wig and I had their hair shipped to my house, right? So I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's like, you know, trying to get the stuff to me, and then they basically hit me with a, well, I'm gonna do it type thing. They was like, oh, we're gonna ship it, don't worry, be patient, we're gonna ship it. And I'm just like, in my mind I'm like, if you gonna ship it, you're gonna do it already. This thing smells like bleach, and I just got it out the pack. Alright, just bear with me 1 second, please. Alright, now I forgot what I was trying to say. I thought if I said it was for a client that they would ship it a little faster, because, you know, if I'm doing hair for somebody and then, you know, I'm telling them, oh, this is the company I use and they had such good work or whatever, that person might be interested in, you know, buying it. But no, they hit me with a, well, I'm gonna do it, don't worry, be patient, I'm gonna do it type thing. So then I'm like, okay, so then I let more time pass and they still didn't ship it. And then I'm just like I'm about to start reporting the little thing, right? I'm about to like file a dispute because I'm kind of fed up. So I call, well, not call, but I messaged them again or something like that, and they're like, oh, we're gonna ship it. So then they ship it, and after they shipped it, I try to put the tracking number in, and it says like, I put a screenshot in if I could find it. It basically says something like, oh, it's waiting on the seller to ship the item or to ship the parcel, something like that. Yes, ma'am. We keep those receipts over here. Right? So I'm just like, so I was like, you know what, sometimes that happens. So like it'll say something like that. So I'll just give them a few days or whatever. So I give them some more time and it still says the same thing. So then I messaged them on like July 11th. Keep in mind I ordered this wig in June something, July 11th, and I'm like, hey, can you show me the tracking information or something? And they're like, oh, don't worry, we sent your wig, da 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 da. And they sent me like a picture, and the picture saying the wig was supposed to be here on July 11th. There's like, your wig is on its way. And in my mind I'm looking at them like it says it's supposed to be here on July 6th. It is July 11th, and you now sending me this, and on my end it's not showing any tracking information. So I was just like, whatever, and you know, I let some more time pass, and eventually I called the little post office because, you know, I called the post office and I gave them the tracking number, and then they told me that it was a USPS tracking number, you know, regular United States Postal Mail. So she tells me it's in New Jersey, so I wait about a week more, and I'm waiting for the wig to get here. I live in Louisiana, right? So I'm like, okay, New Jersey ain't that far away. I mean, you know, it is, but it isn't, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, okay, it's in the United States, so it should get here in about a week, right? So a week passes, wig still ain't here. So then I'm calling the postal service again, and they telling me it's on its way and everything. And I'm just like, okay, something gotta be up with this. So then I was like, all right, ain't much I could do here or whatever. So I called again on like what, maybe a day ago. Yeah, and they told me the wig was out for delivery, right? But at this point in mind, I kept like asking the seller because I couldn't see any tracking updates. So I was asking them, and I'm like, hey, do you know where the wig is, this and that? And then they got to a point where they were like, you know what, I think the wig is lost. I'm gonna send you a refund, or I can send you a refund. No, they was like, I can send you a replacement. Then the next, I was like, fine. I was like, if it doesn't come by the end of today, I'll take a replacement. So at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I'll take a replacement or whatever, right? So then the next day they messaged me and they're like, hey, we just checked. We don't have that length of wig in stock. So do you want a refund? And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm just like, I'm so upset because all I wanted was the wig. That was all I wanted. And comes with this big old tube. And then it comes with, ooh, sorry, dropped it. Comes with this too. I guess the little applicator. And it comes with instructions. I'm gonna read the instructions off camera in a minute, but I'm gonna finish telling y'all this story real quick. So yeah, I called the post office, and early in the morning they tell me, oh, I forgot, I think it comes with, your regular perm gloves. Yeah, your little paper thin perm gloves, if you know what I'm talking about. So then I called the post office. They say it's out for delivery. So I'm like, okay. So I call my grandma and I'm telling my grandma I'm supposed to be getting a package. She says okay. So I get home or whatever, and my grandma telling me that the little mail lady said there ain't no package, and I'm like, hi, say ain't no package. I mean, like, of course I believe that she said it, but I'm looking on my little phone and stuff in the tracking information, because I figured out that I can't put it in the little website that AliExpress gave me to track it. I had to put it in the other little USPS tracking thing. Keep in mind, if you order anything from AliExpress, usually it has a tracking number that starts with like L2 something, right? Or like L something. But this one started with like 9, and it was almost like 20 some 28 characters long or whatever, right? 28 numbers long. And so I'm putting it in, and it's telling me it's been delivered, and my grandma was like, shoot, I was like, it said it was delivered at 2:36, right? And then she's like, oh, around 2:30 or whatever. I was outside, and I asked the mail lady, did she have any packages for me or the house, or, whatever she said, basically. She's like, and the lady told her no, and the lady didn't even get out the mail truck, right? So I'm like, you know what, the mail lady must have took my stuff. So I'm getting mad, and I'm trying to call people or whatever. And then I'm like, you know what, tomorrow I'm gonna go to the post office. So I call before I go to the post office, and there's this man that answers the phone, and he's like, and I explained to him the problem, and he's like, oh, all right, yes, what's your name, and what's your number, and what was the tracking number? Oh, what's your address? Okay, I'll ask her when she gets here. That's how I knew something should have been wrong. I'll ask her when she gets here about where the package is at and things of that nature. Because I'm telling him, I'm like, I don't know who mailbox she put it in, but it ain't mine. She ain't put it behind no bushes. Nothing. I ain't got it. Right? So so then so then so then he's like, okay, I'll call you back when they get here and whatever, right? So an hour or two passes and he don't call me back, so I go to call them back. Keep in mind I called at like 6, 7 something in the morning, right? It's like 8 or 9 something right now. Ain't answer the phone, so I call him back. It didn't disconnected the line. You know the phone disconnected or the line disconnected when it start doing that and yeah, that thing. So they didn't took the phone off the hook. If y'all got a house phone, you know what I'm talking about. If y'all ever had a house phone, that little noise it makes. So they didn't disconnected the phone. So I go in person, I'm waiting in line and stuff, and I'm telling this lady what happened. When I get to the thing, keep in mind there's a lady sitting right here, and then right next to her there's a man sitting. He just told the lady in front of me, the lady and her husband, I was hoping I didn't get you. Right? So the lady, she's trying to help me, so I'm trying to tell her what happened, and then I'm telling her about the little phone call, and then she's talking about some man. There's no men that answer phones here, and I'm just like, well, what is he? Because he sound like the one that answered the phone, right? And then she's like, yeah, there's no men. She's like, yeah, there's no men that answer phones here, so you must have spoke to the supervisor. And she pointed to a lady, and I'm like, that woman don't sound like that. She ain't sound like no man. And if she was a man, not if she was a man, if she did answer the phone, when I said sir, she would have corrected me that she was a ma'am, not a man, right? So she asked me for my tracking number and my address, and she won't see my ID and all this and that. So then she's like, okay, I'm gonna look for it. So she literally takes like a walk like this. Like, I kid you not. She's like, okay, I don't see it. So it's not here. So we're gonna take down. You said you spoke with someone. All right. So that means they have your information and they can call you back and they can let you know what's going on. And if you don't get a phone call back today or by the end of the day or whatever, then you should file a claim. That's your bet to file a claim with the whatever to get your money back. And I'm just like you literally looked nowhere, and then whatever. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm mad, and I wasn't trying to get angry enough to hop behind the counter and stuff, because they had me at a point where it's like they need me to deliver the mail. I could deliver on the mail. I could bring the mail, right? So yeah, so I leave and I go to work. I'm up here irritated and everything, and then while I'm at work, I don't know. Oh yeah, before I go to work, I'm on the phone with my grandma and I'm talking, and then my mom and I'm talking, and then my grandma telling me to call the postmaster general and this and that, and how she did it, and how she told them my information and the situation and what was happening, and how they asking for these different numbers and things of that nature, right? So then before I get home, the mail lady won't come and knock on the door and ask my grandma something. Oh, you said you was looking for a package the other day, and then she told me something. Oh, well, it wasn't in the truck yesterday, right? And then the next lie was that they just delivered it to the truck today. But why did you bring my package to this household in your personal car if they just brought it to the truck? If it wasn't in the truck, why your personal car? Which means you took my wig home, and I guess you thought I wasn't gonna do nothing about it. And then the stupid part is, you come here every day, enough for me to get mad and really beat you up over my wig, because you want to steal people packages, and apparently you've been stealing other people packages in the neighborhood too. So, and it's like, who does that? Like, that's childish. You have one job to deliver, and what you won't do? Not deliver. And then on top of that, like, I just don't get it. Like, oh, I'm a mail lady. I got a federal job. I get paid big bucks. I'ma steal this girl wig. Ooh, shit. Her neighbor got a package too. Her neighbor mama got a package. I'ma steal that too. Like, what is wrong with you? What possessed you to do something like that? like, then you won't be up here trying to be all friendly and stuff. Cause you probably even stole somebody else's stuff too, and now you out here getting investigated or looked at, or people watching you cause you be stealing. And for what? And then I don't even know why you would take my package. You act like I haven't ran behind the mail truck before. I'm not about to play with you. Absolutely not. Anyways, I'll be back after I read these instructions. That was the story time on how my wig basically got stolen. Yes.
YSL clutch bag boss niggas love that my weave real long. Do my squats so that ass fat. Love my attitude, so he call me little brat. He love me long time, cause it's cash, yeah, I match that.